Greetings, viewers. Welcome to another Evil Strategy session. I am Evil. Today I have a one-on-one versus Steps of War, but this is a computer opponent. So before I go too much further, I have my 7 probe is actually right-clicked all the way out here. I'm sending my 7 probe out to this area to go ahead and build a forward operating base and get a much faster jump in my computer opponent. Having said that, now I'll go back and check it out here. I have fixed that as well. My goal in this one was to go ahead and build a forward operating base with the Protoss as close to but not in the opponent's base as possible, thinking that a lot of folks don't necessarily scout, so I might be able to get away with this. Now it's a hard computer opponent. It's not like it's a diamond or a platinum or a gold level player. But this is a fairly good strategy right off the bat. If nobody comes out of their base, then I can actually sneak this in. I understand the Korean strategy of not throwing down the pylons, so go ahead and build the warp gates in your base. I get that. That's brilliant. But for the rest of us, this is not too bad. So I've got a pylon down. I've got 10 food out, maxed out my probes. Go ahead and throw down my gateway and now start building my other probes. I will end up with 15 probes over here, just slowly accumulating. The way I do this is I build out 2 probes at a time when possible, chrono boost them out. I'll build 12 probes. I'll usually, let me see, if I remember right, I actually build 2 more probes before I build my first zealots. I should throw down a gateway here, there we go. And my next move is to actually build 2 more probes. There's the first one, I'll chrono boost it, there's the second one. So I know that I have 14 food, so I have room for 2 zealots before I put down my next pylon. Knowing that, as soon as I get the cash, I believe I put down my next pylon. No, I wait for the zealot to come in, or wait for the gateway to come in. Bring in my zealot, put down my pylon, there it is. I will have that, as soon as I get the 100 minerals for it, I put down the next zealot so I don't forget. Chrono boost so they can both come out really fast. So again, the whole point to this is a forward operating base, close enough to attack, far enough that they won't necessarily see it right away. Meanwhile, the computer's doing roughly the same thing in terms of double gateway. It's got a pylon out, it's going for sight to make sure that I can't sneak around. It is going for gas, so I can expect stalkers if enough time is given. I don't want to give the computer enough time to get to stalkers. If I give the computer enough time to get to stalkers, it's going to run me over. So as you can see, I've already got, there's another zealot training, there's another zealot, but I got 2. It's time for early pressure. Conveniently enough, the computer was thinking the same thing. I've got 1 zealot, time for early pressure. Scout or whatnot. My 2 zealots get out and do enough damage. We actually get enough hits off this zealot here to kill him, and then turn on this zealot. And got him. I wasn't watching my troops at this point. I was focusing on building, but it's nice to watch the probes go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 there is, and I lost 2 zealots. Meanwhile, here come the next 2 zealots. Pressure is continuing on the computer opponent. He's training out 3 zealots. There's another one. I've got a 3rd zealot running. These guys are not on rally point. These guys are strictly my move and attack. Rally point, just dangerous. I was focusing down on this pylon, but when you offer me probes, I gotta take probes. They're too nice to not take. I will gladly pop off 50 minerals apiece. I think I've just seen about 350, 400 minerals go away, plus the lost minerals from income. So that's just killing him absolutely. Just in terms of income difference, 640 to 180, that's the difference in harvesters and probes. Meanwhile, I have come in, I have put down more pylons, I'm putting down a 3rd gateway, I'm sending in another group of zealots to go ahead and pressure, and then deciding, you know, I don't really want to attack. I can't see what's up here, I have no idea. So just a quick explanation, this pylon goes down here because it's in a good corner. First gateway goes here, second gateway goes here to really restrict movement. Now granted, someone can run through here. It is possible, but when I get the second pylon down, it's not like they can just knock out both pylons with a ton of troops. I didn't have any troops guarding, again the idea being early pressure, but if I noted that I was getting pushed a lot, it would have made sense to go ahead and put out a forge and maybe some cannons, but just continuing to pump out troops at this point. 6 on 3, my 6 win, rush on in. I am going directly for this pylon. You know, the AI only gives me room for 3, so I take these other 3 here in a few seconds and send them on around to work on probes. Take out that pylon, and that is game over. That's it. In terms of resources, computer's got 130. In terms of income, we had equal harvesters. That is no longer true. good game. I go ahead and accept the surrender. It's awesome. The point to this is to show the forward operating base. So over here on Steps of War, whereas I normally enjoy putting down pylon gateways over here, I was discovering that against harder opponents it is just too long of a run, strangely enough. So go ahead and bring these in really close and make them come out to me. If this had gone on another 60 seconds, at that point I would have put down a forge and gone ahead and started putting down some cannons for defense while I went back into my main base and brought in some gas and whatnot. So I hope you guys learned something out of this strategy session. I hope it doesn't get used against me, but you know, I hope it's useful. Until we meet on the field of battle, thanks for watching and stay evil.